Hey, this is Slap Out Lash Girl Melissa. Welcome back to my channel. I'm happy that you're here. Please like and subscribe and share this video. I think it might be helpful to someone else if they're trying to figure out about their under eyes too and what's the best concealers. So I've been on a journey with this particular product right here, which is the Elf Hydrating Camo Primer. $6 at Wally World. Actually, I got this at Ulta because Wally World did not have it. Walmart did not have it. They had the 16-hour, just the regular one, but I wanted the hydrating one because I thought it might be better for my under eyes. So, if you want to see how it turned out for me and whether you would like to purchase this for yourself or not, just keep watching. Alrighty, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try out a new concealer today, and I'm going to wear it all day. And then I'm going to see how it wears throughout the day. And you know how I love the NARS. And the NARS, I've been testing that one. And that one has been fabulous, okay? This is the NARS right here, little tester that I got at Sephora. And this one here is, I went yesterday to Sephora and bought the big one. So see the difference? So now this is $30 and I can't even remember what this was. Maybe $10 or something like that. But it was worth it trying to try it first before you go and pay $30 for something you may not like. And this one is definitely a Creme Brulee Light 2.5. That's the color that I use for this, okay? I love, love, love this. It works really well with our older, mature eyes. I've got a lot of lines running this way, lines running this way, and it's really hard to find something that doesn't settle into those. However, before I even do anything put on any concealer under my eyes, I always use a primer, number one, and then I also use my eye cream, you know, my moisturizers, and then I also put rosehip oil on it first, and then the primer goes over it last. I let everything kind of sink in and set for at least 15 minutes for everything to kind of absorb. Now, rosehip oil will absorb so quickly. It is fabulous, and I do use it daily. All right, so let's go on with this. I'm going to use this today. This is Hydrating Primer, and it's Elf, $6. Now, I could not find this at Walmart. They have the regular, which I bought the regular. I have the regular one here. These two are kind of totally different colors. So we're going to see, you know, you got to figure out what color you are. But I don't think this one is really going to work for me. And I may see if my daughter wants this one because this one is not hydrating. And I was told it's very drying. So I'll probably give it to someone, give it to my daughter. But this one right here is hydrating. So let's see what this one is. This one is called Fair Beige. You can't read it, but it's right there. And let's take it out and see. Oh, wow, that's quite a bit. And this is not glass, thank goodness. So if I dropped it, it's not going to matter. Oh, it's got a big doe foot. Oh, wow, that's huge. I got little eyes. So we'll see how this works. So let's go ahead and try it. Let's try it on one side and see if I think it's too light. It may be too light. Let's check it out. So let's put a little here. And what I'm going to do, I always use my fingers. And we're going to spread it out. Oh, so far it's very creamy. Wow, it's really light though. I think it's probably going to be too light. But let's just keep going with it. We never know how it's going to really turn out. But I'm going to wear it all day. And I live in Alabama, so this will be a true test of whether this stays or not. Wow, it does go on. Now it's drying. I can feel it drying pretty quickly. Now this is the first time I've ever put this on, so you're doing this with me. Trial and error. Wow, it does have a little shininess to it. Now, shininess I don't need because shininess kind of brings attention to that area. So I will definitely be setting this with powder and maybe not setting spray. But so far, you know, I've got this one little crinkly right here, and that's not going away because that's the wrinkle. Not unless I get something put into it, you know, to help it out a little bit. But hey, that's not too darn bad, y'all. Okay. So if you feel like, I'm gonna let it set just for a minute. So if you feel like it may be too heavy in one area, you can always put a little rosehip oil on it and it will kind of shear it out just a bit if you think it's too thick for you. Right now, I'm thinking this looks pretty good. I'm going to let it set just for a few minutes and then let's come back and look at it before I actually do this side. Okay, so I've sit back a few minutes. I went and got a cup of coffee and I'm like, okay, and I blinked around and moving my eyes around just to see if it moves before I actually set it, okay? How many of you are coffee drinkers? I love my coffee in the morning. Now, let me see. Let's get up close. All right, let me see if I see. I don't really see anything settling. Too bad. This is a true test, and when you pull it out like that, if you see it, mine's usually like right here and then right here. Let me look in my mirror below. It has just a little bit of settling. You see it right there? So basically, all I'm going to do is take my finger and kind of spread it down. I'm probably going to have to hold it out just a little bit. But it's not, it's minimal. It's very, very, very minimal. I can actually think I can get this. There we go. Now, okay, it's spread out. So what I'm going to do is grab my Morphie brush. This one here is a Morphie M524, I believe. It's backwards for you, I know. Because I got my phone turned around. But I'm going to take some It's by My Pores, which I love this. It's like the best powder for under your eyes. I don't want that shiny. So press it in. And then I'm going to go do the other eye. And then we'll set both of them. And then we'll take a look at both and see how they look. See how that mattified it just a little bit? Now I wipe it off on my fingers like this. And then I just kind of swipe through. Very lightly swipe through. This is a great brush for this, by the way. What? Wow, that looks pretty darn good, doesn't it? It's brighter than this side. See that dark discoloration? So I'm going to go do this side, and I'll be right back. All right, look at this. Wow. Now, I took a little bit and put it here and came down my nose with like some little dots to here and then here and here. So that kind of lightened up like my face right through the center. Wow, this is pretty incredible for $6. And I went ahead and set this side with the powder. And I don't see anything really settling. Okay, I'm going to try this out through the day. This is early morning. And I'm going to kind of check in like midday-ish, early afternoon. And then tonight, when it's been a whole full day of me being outside, going to Walmart, going to do whatever I'm going to do out in the heat, we're going to see how this holds up. And I did set this side with the It's, and it's not sticky or tacky, which is really nice. So far, I'm liking the way it looks. I really do. I like that lighter color. I think that's going to work for me. Now, I'm going to go and finish the rest of my face and that kind of thing. And then I'll pop back on here so you can see the finished look with all my makeup on. Okay, so here's my finished look. I am really liking the way this Elf looks, y'all. Wow. I'm kind of impressed so far with this. But we're going to go throughout the day. And we're going to see how this really works, okay? How it's really going to work in this heat. So cross your fingers that this works. Please work. It's so cheap. And if it works, it'd be great. It really would. It really would. Right now, I'm in awe of it. For $6, I'm in awe of it. All right. So let me just go throughout the day today and let's see how it breaks down. And then tonight, late night, before I take it off, I'm going to come back on here and we're going to check it out and just see exactly what it looks like and how it wore throughout the day. Because it's supposed to be like 90 something here today. The humidity is like ridiculous. It's very, very hot here. And so sweating will definitely happen. And let's see how it goes, girls. Woo, I'll be back. Okay, so we're checking out. This has been all day. I've worn this all day. So let's get up close and personal. My iPhone will not let me like zoom in. It's not too bad. Let me look here. Let me look here in the magnifying, because that would be the telltale. I'll turn this light on here and see. Wow. There's a little bit of settling, you know, like right here where lines run across. Not too bad. I think the powder is good. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to wear it again tomorrow, and then I'm going to use setting spray instead of setting powder. And let's see what that does. Now, Remember when I put it on this morning, it had a kind of a shiny sheen to it. And so, you know, the powder really did help kind of mattify it. Because when it's shiny like that, it kind of stands out. That's just the way it happens. You put light, it's going to go forward. And that's the last thing we want is to draw attention to our under eyes. But just from looking at it, there's a little settling in the lines running here and here. But all in all, this has been all day, and it's been very hot. I wore a mask, went and did grocery shopping, was, you know, got in the hot car, that kind of thing, and did sweat a little bit. So that's, you see the little shiny here, but really the rest of my makeup is held up pretty well too. But I do use setting spray before I ever put anything on my face. So, and I did use a primer under this. Remember when we first started, I did that. So tomorrow, I'll do it again, and then we'll give it the test run because I go to work tomorrow, and then that way we'll know how it works throughout the day, me wearing glasses and working, and I do walk and stuff like that. So we'll see how it works with setting spray. And I'm going to use this setting spray right here. I'm going to use Younique's setting spray because I love it. It's really good. Alrighty, time will tell. I'll be back. Okay, we're going to try this Elf concealer. One more time, this is a hydrating concealer. We're going to do day 2 of this, and I'm going to use the setting spray today. But I have already put on my eye cream. Cannot leave the house without that. This has got caffeine in it. It's got peptides in it. It's got all the goodness you need for your under eyes. It is made by Younique. And then I put on my hydrating primer. Love this stuff. I have some more on the way. And then I also always do my rosehip oil too. And the order of operations is this, and then this, okay? I kind of did them backwards for you there a little bit. And we're going to take a little bit more of this concealer. We're going to put it on today. It wore, I was kind of impressed with it yesterday. Sorry, my dog this is early morning. I'm getting ready to go to work. My husband may walk through here in a minute. It's very haphazard in my house sometimes. Whoa, yeah. So let's spread this out. I really like the consistency of this. It did really well yesterday. And we're going to try it again today. So I'm just going to do one side, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to set it. I just kind of spread it out. And you don't, you know, depending on your eyes and how you want the light to be, you don't have to, you could just keep it in this area only. I really do like to kind of push it out and upward, just to have a little light around my face. Then, you know, the setting spray will kind of mattify it a little bit if it looks a little shiny. And yesterday, it did look a little shiny. I'm going to add just a tad, like right under, there's a bag there. Can I get rid of these bags, please? Okay. So we're going to let that sit. I like to let it set for a few minutes, you know, afterwards, or you can go right in. I think this one, as far as consistency, it does really well. It dries pretty quickly, in other words. And then we're going to do the setting spray. We'll just go on with it. And we're going to spray the top of my hand with some of this. And I take it in my fingers like this. And I'm just going to dab it on. Don't swipe it. Just dab it. This is a great way to get it exactly where you want it when you use it this way, okay? All right, so there we go. Day 2, wear test. We'll see how it goes. All righty, so remember we did Elf, and this, I was gonna do Elf with the powder, which I did do, and then yesterday, or one day this week, I did the Elf, and then I did it with setting spray. So what happened is I forgot when I got home. I had so much going on. Then I washed my face and I realized I didn't even check it. So I did it today, and I picked up Elf again. This is the Hydrating Primer with Elf, and this is the one I did with the powder, and so I did it with the setting spray. Now, this has been all day in Alabama heat. It didn't hold up as well to me with it broke down quite a bit. You can see where it's just kind of faded into settling right in this area, and it's kind of left a spot there where it looks like there's nothing. So let me look in my magnifying mirror at it. Yeah, and see, it's kind of broken up all in here. It's just kind of coming apart, and I can see it right in here where I put it. It's kind of cakey a little bit. So I don't really think I like the setting spray with it. If you're going to use this product, I would definitely set it with powder. I mean, for $6, I mean, it's a pretty good. It comes in a lot of different colors. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. It's very spreadable. But I do like the NARS better. And I did go and buy the NARS. I did buy it like in the full size. I've tried the trial size. So if you want to try some concealers, you know, Sephora does have this one, and you can try it in little tiny ones. And then I went and bought, I love this color. And so I will definitely be wearing the NARS for sure, but I am going to get some others, and we're going to start testing out these under eye concealers. I kind of like doing this. I like to see this product right here is $6. I mean, if you want to get away with something really quickly, you can, but set it with powder. I think powder was the best thing. So there you go. There's my take on the Elf, okay? Hydrating primer. However, they do have this camo 16-hour, which I have not tried, but it's not hydrating, and I heard, and I guess I could try it out too. But you know, the hydrating I thought would be great for my under eyes, because I'm 57. I'll be 58 next month. I mean, it did break down quite a bit though today, like right here, right in this area. So, oh well. So I give it a thumbs up, not a 2 thumbs up though, like the NARS, okay? All right, so if you please check back with me on Sundays. I'm always here. I'm available all the time. You can send me comments on any of my posts that I do and videos, and I will definitely get back with you. So thanks for hanging out with me. Please like and share this video. I think it might be of value to someone else who's in search of a concealer, and maybe a cheap one. You know, it is a good one, I think, but use powder, like I said. All right, I will see y'all next Sunday. Thanks for hanging out with me.